Greetings, Lucky Legends. My name is Lucky. This is Lucky Lad TV. I'm your host for this video, and a super quick update because I went and did something real quick in between episodes. I went back to Petalburg to heal up. No encounters, meaning like I didn't battle any Pokemon or anything like that. I literally just went back to heal up, and I switched little A Drive to the front, you know, to continue spreading the experience around. I know this chick wants to battle, so I'm gonna ambush her from behind. I should not have worded that the way that I did. You have a Lotad. I have a super effective Poison Sting for you, which will do nothing. But at least I can poison you, hopefully. You get the poison. So, for this episode, I know exactly what I want to talk about. And that is food. Food. As you know, I work as a chef. And I'm also moving to New Orleans, which if you're familiar with New Orleans, you know that it is a total food hub. Like, it's big. It's known for food. It's known for drinking, which I don't do because it makes me sick and I'm also underage. But, food, right now, I'm really craving some Chinese food. I don't think it's gonna happen because my parents don't really like Chinese food that much. I do. I love it. I usually have it like once a week. Not recently because you know I haven't been feeling very well. But I used to have it like once a week. There's really not that much food that I dislike. I'm not a fan of most vegetables just because... Let me rephrase that. I'm not a fan of most vegetables when other people cook them. Because most people cook vegetables to death. Like, they cook them way too much. I will eat anything that I cook, because I'm cooking it, obviously. And if I'm cooking it, chances are... I'm not, you know, a really arrogant person that says if I'm cooking it, it's obviously going to be good. But to the same extent, I know what I'm doing. It's my job. If this thing has poison heal, it's actually going to be an issue, so I'm just going to stick with tackle. But like I said, there are very few foods that I don't like. I eat most, if not all, fruits. That does even less. We're gonna hope you don't have... Oh god, you have Leech Seed. This is gonna be a while. This is gonna take a while. I'm switching out. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with this. Ernie, just come through and body this thing. But I had some potato chips in between episodes, so you know, picking those out of my teeth. Ernie's here, which reminds me, I love fried chicken. Fried chicken's delicious. I don't know how you don't like fried chicken. If that happens to be the case, I don't really understand how that's a thing. I'm trying to think of what to talk about regarding food. Like, the question of the day is probably gonna be something along the lines of like, what's your favorite and least favorite food? My favorite food kind of goes through cycles. Like, you know, like if you watched The Road to DDoS when I was talking about music, how I was saying like I kind of go through phases where I like different stuff, or like when I get like almost obsessed with certain stuff. Oh my god, we're getting an evolution. But like I said, I go through phases. Right now, my favorite thing to eat is tacos. Silcoon. That becomes Beautifly, which is perfect because I am a modest nature, which is good. Okay. I learned Harden, yay! That also means the layout just changed, which, you know, that would be fun. I'm gonna switch around my Pokemon. I'm actually gonna keep little A Drive out front because I want it to evolve as soon as possible, and I'm gonna I want to move Nightfall up to the front because I think it learns Bite pretty soon. Everybody else is kind of like good for now. I am gonna heal you up first with an Oran Berry. But like I said, right now my thing is tacos. Because after I had my colonoscopy, I was super duper hungry. Or sorry, not after my colonoscopy. After my CT scan, because I had a CT scan done. Yeah, unavoidable double battle. I had a CT scan done, and I hadn't eaten in like, I think it was like 20 hours. Because you had to be fasting when you went in, and it was all this bullshit. But I was really hungry. Seedot's gonna go for Bide, because that's all it does, and Lotad, I'm just gonna double up on. But anyway, and I was thinking, because my mom was like, what do you want, what do you want, what do you want, what do you want? Growth, that's terrifying. And I'm like, tacos. I was really craving tacos. I don't know why. Anyway, so we went and got tacos, and like normally, like when you eat something, it gets rid of your craving. You're not craving it anymore, and you no longer feel the need to eat it. I'm actually switching Nightfall out. That's too dangerous for me. Rowdy, you're coming in. And, but like it just made me want tacos more often. And I don't mean like Taco Bell tacos. I mean like actual tacos. Don't get me wrong, Taco Bell is delicious, but that's not the type of taco that I mean. I mean like, I like soft shell tacos. I'm not really a big fan of hard shell tacos. I don't know why, but, so I was really craving that. We're just gonna go for tackle, because you have decent attack. That's why I haven't been attacking that thing. And that's getting really annoying. But right now my favorite food is tacos. My least favorite food actually also changes because it's based on like how often I have to avoid it, or how often I have to deal with avoiding it. Wait, Sunspore is not gonna work. I'm actually just gonna switch you out. I'm just gonna go back into Nightfall. How often I have to avoid it? Right now, my least favorite food is, without a doubt, guacamole. I really do not like guacamole. I don't know what it is about it. I don't like avocado either. But you know, it's a very popular food, it's a very popular dish, and I can't stand it. And of course we get flinched right when we're about to kill this fucking thing. That thing's gonna I'm gonna howl actually, so we can try and like one-shot the C-Dot. Oh god, please don't kill the A Drive. Okay, that's doing too much to everything. Right now it's guacamole because guacamole's everywhere. They want to put guacamole on everything. They want to put avocado on everything. I don't get it because I don't like it. There are, of course, you know, like, things that I always want and always like bacon, pizza, pasta as well. You know, stuff that is like, yeah, I'm always down to eat that. I actually I need to heal up both of these guys. Potions all around. Some other foods that I really just can't stand, like, that, you know, I have to deal with not eating a lot, is cilantro. I'm really not a fan of cilantro, just because it completely takes over everything. It just takes it over. It's such a strong ingredient that you kind of, that the second that you use it, it's like the only thing that you can taste. Like, if you know how to use cilantro intelligently, it's fantastic, but most people and most places that serve it don't. They just throw a bunch of it on there, and then it's all that you can taste. Spicy food, that's a good topic to talk about because, you know, I like spicy food to an extent. The way that I say it is, I like spicy food as long as I can taste it. Yes, we got the poison. If I can't taste it, then there's no point in eating it. If you can't taste food, then I don't know why you're bothering to eat it, because you're not getting any enjoyment out of consuming it. You're just chewing it. I've never been like, oh, the feel of chewing this is so great, I don't care about how it tastes. No. So that's a big thing. Candy, another thing that I love, like pretty much any candy. I don't like the flavor of black licorice, and I don't like grape flavored candy. Like, just in general, I don't really care for it. Same thing with soda. I don't like grape flavored soda. I don't like fruit flavored soda in general, with the exception of like lemon lime soda. I'm just not a fan of it. I don't know why. Like, I don't like orange soda either. I think because it's... I don't know what it is about it. I'm just not a fan of it. We beat the twins. These stupid twins. I'm trying to think of, like, other stuff. Originally I was planning on bringing cooking to the channel. In some fashion, but I couldn't figure out a way to record it. Now that I ordered that video camera, though, I may actually be able to do that, which would be pretty freaking cool. Wait, do we have Wingle out front right now? Yes. Alright, so not Claire's gonna go out front for now, because if this guy battles us, and I don't remember if he does. He does. Didn't want, you know, a water type dealing with other water types. Oh, Magikarps. Sushi. I do like sushi. I like seafood in general. I don't like lobster. I don't know why, and I know that when most people hear that, they're like, what the fuck do you mean you don't like lobster? I don't like lobster. I don't know what it is about it. I do like crab. I love crab. Crab, when it's handled properly, is amazing. It actually gives me an idea of, because right now, it is 5:30, and, you know, my folks and I were going to have dinner together, because, you know, we're all here, because I'm not at work, and I just got an idea of, for dinner. I'm not going to write it down, but, you know, just got an idea of what, like a place we could go for dinner. More Magikarps, yay. Can you see my knee? You cannot. Pull my knees up, just in case you're curious. But like, I'm really curious for you guys. Like, another big thing is food allergies, because working in a restaurant, a lot of people. I'm not a server, a waiter or a waitress, whatever you want to call it. I'm a cook. I'm in the back. However, I didn't start in the back. I started out front as a host. You know, the people that greet you at the door, bring you to their table, and stuff like that. So I would, you know, a lot of times I would be talking to the servers. And one of the things that they would tell me is that they would hear very often about food allergies. And that's a big thing that that's something that I feel very passionately about as a cook, because whenever I'm cooking for, whether it's one person or 10 people, or the most that I've ever cooked for, like when I was doing it by myself, was like 25 people. When my brother graduated from high school, we had a big party type thing, and I cooked. Basically I catered the whole event myself. And one of the things that I asked is, I had my parents and my brother text everyone who is coming and say, do you have any food allergies? Because food allergies are really serious. Sometimes they're even fatal. This guy has another Magikarp? I thought he only had 3. I thought we already killed 3 of them. But yeah, food allergies are very, very serious. They can, like I said, they can often be fatal. Peanut allergies are extremely common. Peanut allergies are usually very serious. Lactose intolerance, that's another big one. That's not, like a fatal one, but, it makes people very uncomfortable, whether they're the ones with the lactose intolerance or whether they're around people with it, because lactose intolerance makes people very gassy and very bloated, so it's very uncomfortable for the people that have it, and if you're really gassy, then it's, uncomfortable for the people around you. That's another one. But the reason that I'm bringing it up is because, and this is going to get, kind of ranty and kind of preachy, but, like I said, it's something that I'm very passionate about as somebody who has this as a part of their daily life, essentially. And one of the things that I hate is people that lie about food allergies just because they happen to not like a food. For example, a very good friend of mine who works at the restaurant, she's one of the servers, she said that somebody at her table said, I'm allergic to salt. Which is not possible. Because guess what? There's always salt in your body. Especially when you sweat. When you sweat, that's dissolved salt. It's that you can't be allergic to salt. It's not a thing. And if you don't like salt, well, I don't really understand how you can't like salt because it's just a flavor enhancer. That's all it does. But like, let's say you're very sensitive to salt, like you have really bad water retention and stuff like that. Oh. What do you want? So, you made it to Rustboro too, Lucky. You're not even looking towards the city. It's really big here, isn't it? Little Root can't even compare. Oh, and Lucky, have you heard there's a Pokemon gym here too? Once I catch a couple more Pokemon, I'll be sure to take you on with my team. Say hello. Bye. Anyway, when you sweat, that's salt dissolved in water exiting through your pores. I mean, you literally cannot be allergic to salt. It's not possible. And that's the type of thing that really bothers me, is when people lie about something like that, because it can be so serious. There are people that have fatal food allergies. Like, you know how some people carry around an EpiPen, one of those, emergency allergy things, because they're allergic to, like, bee stings or something like that, something that, happens, out in the middle of nowhere. No, they haven't. What do I look like? I look like a black belt, bitch, because I have 7. Okay, whatever. It's something very serious. Like, people can, like, I have known multiple people, like, not just, like, a couple. I've known multiple people who have had fatal peanut allergies. We're just gonna, tool around here for a bit before the episode ends and talk to these people. Peanut allergies they're pretty common. I think they're one of, like, the top 10 most common serious food allergies. Like, very minor food allergies are relatively common. They're not that serious. Like, if there's a food that tends to make you sick, like, not, super sick, like food poisoning sick, but, like, it just doesn't really agree with you, that's generally just a food intolerance. And please keep in mind, I'm not talking out of my ass. This is something that I'm very familiar with and something that I know a decent amount about. So, don't think I'm just saying it to fill time. I'm probably going to talk about diet in the next episode, like food eating choices. Like, vegetarianism, veganism, stuff like that. But for this one, I'm actually probably going to change the question to, do you have any food allergies, and if so, what? Because it's one of the things that I'm really interested in, because I personally don't have any food allergies. There are foods that I don't like, and there are foods that don't agree with me. Like dairy doesn't agree with me very well, which is very common in people of Jewish descent, such as myself, obviously. You are not a grown-up woman, you are a child. But luckily I don't have any food allergies, especially like any serious food allergies. And I keep bringing up peanut allergies because, like I said, it's one that I've been exposed to quite a bit. Like, one of the people that I know at work has a fatal... Well, I don't know if it's fatal, but I know that they have a peanut allergy, and it's serious. And... Can I have my HM? Yay! And it's like, that, it sucks to be around that because, for one thing, when you look on the wrapper of something that you want to eat, a lot of times it says, made in a factory that does stuff with peanuts. Which means that, generally speaking, you can't eat that because it's a potential health hazard, and you have to be really careful with those. Because, you know, even if peanuts aren't on the ingredient list, if there's still the potential that it's in the food, you can't eat it, because, like, one tiny bit of peanut can make your throat swell up and close, and then you can't breathe, and it's potentially fatal. And I know this is kind of like a weird way to end an episode, but one of the things that I hope you'll do is never lie about a food allergy, because you never know when somebody may actually have that food allergy and you're just being ignorant and picky. Because guess what? Somebody somewhere has that food allergy and it's serious. And this episode got kind of, you know, preachy at the end because, you know, something that I'm very passionate about. But I'm very curious to know if any of you guys have any, you know, serious food allergies, even if they're just minor ones like lactose intolerance. But I'm very curious. So let me know in the comments section down below with the hashtag QOTD, which is, of course, on the layout. But I want to thank you guys so very much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. It's very much greatly appreciated. But with that, I'm going to get about. Best luck out there. I will see you all soon. Goodbye.